Good is good. If Zach's enthusing about something, it's genuine. Michael Bancroft says so much good energy swirling around Comicsgate right now.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, I gotta agree, man. It's never been more clear that we're going to win.
Yeah.
It's just never been more clear. We could have been knocked down so many times. I've been tempted to quit so many times. I talk to Andrea, and people are always like, "Why don't you?" I get messages from people like, "Why don't you just give up? Why are you doing this? Why is it so important that Comicsgate be a thing? Do you feel like you've taken over Comicsgate? You've taken over this consumer movement, and it doesn't belong to you, and you hijacked it, and all these things that are untrue." And I feel like kind of discouraging. And I've thought about quitting so many times because it's pressure, but I never will. I never will. It feels so good to actually help other people get their campaigns funded. It doesn't hurt me. Aside from people kind of throwing, monkey shit at me, it doesn't really hurt to keep doing this. It just kind of, I don't know, it feels like the right direction. So I never want to quit. Comicsgate will always be a thing.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
We've also got, people who, we've had this thing with Zach. Zach came out with a great video where Zach redefined what Comicsgate meant to him, like what it was meant to be. And Zach's point of view, Zach's like, he's like, I don't think Comicsgate should be a movement or an identity or a club. It just is sort of a philosophy of good customer service. And I listened to his argument and I absolutely loved it. I love where Zach is coming from. But he can restate that over and over again, and still there are people who disagree with him. And the fact that there are people who do agree with him strongly is going to, no matter what. If we disbanded Comicsgate and as a movement, as a group of people who meet together, who organize to network and promote each other's comics, if we just disbanded that, it would just come together again. Because there are people who kind of agree with Zach's ideas, who notice that those ideas are unique and rare among the mainstream of the comic book industry. And it would just necessitate for people to meet up and actually put those into action. So it's like, it would be great if it was just an idea. We all kind of agree with this. But so many people are against it. It seems like that, it will continue to become this, I guess, club, network. And what we're doing is amazing. The idea that all of you guys, have your own YouTube channels, your own social media, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, and we're all committed to promoting each other, to getting the word out about each other's comic books. This is free marketing. And I sat there and I watched Mike and Doug TenNaples struggle on a stream together about how they're going to market their comics outside of Comicsgate. And I posted in there, I said, we already thought of this. We already solved this problem, you nitwits. The idea that you can't get along with the people, who are also associated in Comicsgate is sad.
They're trying to skip the first step. They're like, oh, we want the celebs with the audiences. It's like, no, we're building the audience from the ground up.
Exactly.
You have to. Everything is about marketing. I mean, the one problem that indie comics has that nobody's yet overcome until we did it is marketing. Because you can put your own books out, you can own your own IPs, you can figure out how to distribute them, you can figure out how to fulfill them. These are all problems that are easily overcome. How do you market them, dummies? How do you let people know about them? That is one thing that you can't do ordinarily without lots and lots and lots of money. And even then, it's not going to work. Even then, for the most part, it's just not going to work. You can spend money on advertising. You can put ads everywhere around. And you're still, it's like Mike on Ben Shapiro marketing his comic, talking about his comic, blasting it out to a million people who aren't inclined to buy it.
Things that I like this week. So there's a guy, really, really talented artist named Mike Miller, and he was the lead artist on the Injustice series from DC Comics. Well, now he's gone independent, and he has a new project called Lone Star, Heart of the Hero, and it's really worth checking out. You can go check out his Indiegogo. What's really cool is that when you do his kind of upper-level Indiegogo fundraising, you can actually send copies of this new comic, Lone Star, to the troops. You can send a minimum of 5 copies to troops around the world via the US. So go check them out right now, Indiegogo.com. Here's a little bit of art. It's just beautiful. Go check out Lone Star from Mike Miller.
Well, perfect example is
When you have a group, when you have a network and a community, and you have an endorsement, you can get results. So you look at Zack just endorsed Narwhal because Narwhal freaking deserves it. People trust Zack, and now people are getting a great comic they didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Well, and there's also another. Oh, go ahead, Vinny.
No, I was going to say, because this weekend I was getting very vocal on a couple different streams, my own and on Red Gaze as well. But it was the same thing. It's what we're doing is important. We're helping out so many, and it's contagious how it goes. Because like I helped someone get like $500 in their campaign, and I got probably one of the smallest channels. Like it's starting to build more. Like, and the live streams are good, but it's that thing. If we really care, they don't. And it came down to what you said too, the customer service. If you tell fans, pride is a sin, whatever other nonsense he does, how is that benefiting anything? It's not. You're labeling things and you're pushing people away. Don't you want everyone to come over? Don't you want people to enjoy what's going on and what we're building?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. They come across like they don't enjoy it. Like here's one, like when we do these streams, we're having fun because comic books are fun. And when when you go and watch Doug, you watch Mike, it seems like you're watching a fucking wake. It's like I get it, you guys don't like us. That's fine. Stop with the nonsense. Stop giving bad legal advice, Edwin, and like just enjoy what you're doing because you get the rare opportunity to create new IPs, to create your own stuff. You've got your own little corner of the internet carved out. Just grow that and enjoy yourselves. And then everybody can continue to move things forward and continue to enjoy what we're doing. This is fun. This is awesome. We got cool ideas. It's not difficult to drop the negative crap, to drop all that nonsense and focus on the things that you enjoy, the things that you want to be your career, and just have fun with it. Because this is awesome. You know how many people out there would cut their own arm off to do what we get to do? Honest.
Yeah.
Just a flesh wound.
Well, that's the thing. So we've already got this all planned. We've got it already figured out. This enormous network of people promoting each other. That's, in a way, I guess that's what the loyalty kind of comes down to is, look, you're going to receive help. You're going to receive people going out of their way to help promote your project, to get it funded. You need to return that favor. That's the commitment here. You need to actually do what you can do every single day in some little way, even if it's just retweeting. Retweeting doesn't cost anything. It doesn't even cost very much time. You just have to kind of be cognizant of other people's campaigns and be on the lookout. Follow everybody on Twitter. Be on the lookout of for their ads, for their campaigns, and retweet them. Retweet them. Talk about them. Talk about other people. And if you talk about other people and what they're doing, they're going to return that favor. And that's what Comicsgate is built on. And it's free. It's free. It costs nothing. You don't have to put a dime of your own money. Mike's sitting there like, I'm going to have to sink this much money into Facebook ads. It's not going to work. You're not going to sell any comics that way. Doug's like, oh, yeah, marketing, that's a big deal. No, it isn't. It isn't a big deal at all. You just join this network of creators and consumers, and we will promote your work. We will get your work out there in a unique way. Just one guy helping the next guy, and we formed a big network, one big Tupperware party. We get our stuff out there, we promote it, we let people know. This is exciting. Nobody else is doing this. People talk about how, oh yeah, you're not the first guys to use Indiegogo to promote books. No, we're the first guys to do it this way. Nobody's ever created anything like this, and it's extremely exciting. It's a privilege to be a part of it. My God, don't be a loser. Please join up with us and help promote your brothers and sisters comics. Get them out there. You don't have to promote everything. Just promote the stuff that you think looks good. I do. You guys are here because I think you guys are not exceptional. Let's not use that word. You guys are extraordinary. Your work is unique, and it is the cream of the crop. So you guys deserve to get some extra attention.
Thank you.
The cream rises to the top, and you'll hear voices saying, "Oh, only celebrities make 100,000." Well, it's not that we're celebrities, except for Cecil. Cecil inexplicably has made $100,000 almost.
Can you hear me at all? Hello? Hope a dog in heat falls in love with your shit. Listen on this side. Put your dress down. People are eating. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I got 2 jokes. I'm so out of breath. I'm so glad to be here. Waited 2 years to get on this wonderful show.
And he's never done any comics in his life, but he has spent all of a year and a half, 2 years out there on social media, making a name for himself, working really hard to promote who he is.
He'll do 8-hour streams with you and stuff. Yeah.
So but in the meantime, everybody is going to do better. Every single time you're going to do better. We're going to make sure of that. And if you don't, it's because nobody wants this book, and it's time to try a different book, and that's going to happen. I mean, if I'm going to launch Fearsome at some point. If it doesn't do as well as Cyberfrog, that means stop doing Fearsome. They want more Cyberfrog. If I launch Rainbow Brute and it doesn't do as well as Cyberfrog, don't do more of that. Do more Cyberfrog. It's all about the fans and listening to the fans.
You're goddamn right.